Hello and welcome to yet another UK first review, this time from Benelli. So roll the intro and let's get cracking.
Crack. As stated in our previous videos, Benelli was founded in 1911 and produced its first motorcycle in 1921.
Having been owned by the Tianjiang Group in China for more than 10 years now, the same company that owns Keyway and one of the largest Chinese motorcycle manufacturers in China, their quality in design has seen ever increasing improvements.
With the 752 due in the not too distant future, today we have a smooth and sleek cruiser.
Let us introduce to you the Benelli 502c.
At the heart of this cruiser, behind the plastic, lies a 500cc inline twin, 4-stroke EFI engine developing 47 brake horsepower and 33 pounds-feet of torque.
The same lump as used in the Benelli TRK 502 and the Leoncino. However, where the Leoncino and the TRK 502 uses a single throttle body, this uses a double one. And where the TRK and the Leoncino uses a Delphi MTO5 ignition system, this one uses the upgraded TLI ECU. So, throttle response and pickup is, or should be, a lot better on the 502c.
And of course the cruiser uses a 6-speed gearbox. With upside-down forks on the front and a monoshock on the rear, the 502 once again uses Benelli's trademark trellis tubular frame, making for a nice sturdy setup.
But don't think this is just about being sturdy, because at this stage it feels extremely comfortable. Really comfortable. But, of course, the road test will reveal more.
Brakes-wise, we have a twin 280mm disc setup on the front, with 4-pot radial brakes, and a 240mm disc on the rear, with 17-inch alloy wheels front and rear.
And tyre-wise, there is a 120 front tyre and a 160 rear, using Pirelli Angel ST rubber. Looks-wise, it certainly is striking. And one thing you notice is just how large this tank is. 21 litres to be precise, with a 3-litre reserve.
With its low-slung 750mm seat height, you'll notice the foot pegs are forward. But as you ease yourself into this seat, it really is very relaxing.
Albeit with its massive bars being 940mm wide.
And yet it feels extremely comfortable.
Despite its low seat height, it is still 1.1 metres tall and 2.2 metres long.
with a 1.6 metre wheelbase. So with all that said, let's start it up and take it out on the road.
I'll get my gear off and we'll have a chat. Well, I'm happy to report my thoughts have been confirmed. Not only is it comfortable, but bloody easy to ride. The turning is so easy whether at slow or high speeds, despite this mammoth bar width, and there's no worries whatsoever about whether it'll make a corner or not. The pull away is certainly swift enough and extremely smooth with light, confident gear changes, and the feet forward position is very comfortable indeed. In fact, the whole bike screams quality, to be honest, from the switch gear, which is all very solid and easy to use, to the mirrors, which are a lovely design, very nicely shaped, sort of in keeping with the tank. And I even like these massive chunky things to stop the tank getting damaged. And a lot of detail has gone into the design of these. Very nice looking indeed. In fact, this is a bike I could definitely ride for miles and miles with no qualms whatsoever about whether it'll overtake quick enough, of course within the legal limit, etc. Malcolm, thoughts?
Well, you just said you feel you could ride this for miles and miles and miles without any qualms. I have one small qualm. In this riding position, which is very comfortable, the seat is great, the pedal position is good, I feel the bars are just that bit too far away from me and that little bit too wide. I could cope with the width if they were closer to me and I could sit up a bit straighter. Now that's probably adjustable here, just undo these bolts and just twist it forward a touch and that would fix it. But it's not our bike, I don't want to tinker with it. But apart from that, I agree, it's great for miles and miles and miles. As for these, they look great, they really do. But I don't like them on here, if you know what I mean.
No, I don't. Explain.
Well, look, it looks like it's been made really nicely. It's got these lovely angled bits and this little cap on the end to, you know, scuff the there's a plastic piece, I think, on the end. Yeah. But it doesn't look like it suits the bike. It looks like a door handle.
Nonsense. It goes with the indicators and it goes with that bug transformer looking headlight. I love it. Now shut up and move on.
I suppose you could use it as bars. They get nice and warm.
Right, I have 3 issues with this bike. 1, that exhaust. It's too quiet for me. Okay, when you're on it, it does increase its loudness capacity, volume thing. It gets louder, that's the word. However, when you're just poodling around, it's a bit and not, and to me it should be going and not. Do you know what I mean? Right, issue number 2, part A. Well, because they're both to do with the dash. So when you're out in the glaring sun and the sun is behind you, that becomes invisible. And I mean invisible. Would it have, you know, harmed them to put a little hood on it or something? Put a hood on it, problem solved. Issue number 2. Please take a note of where this dash is laid out. Very beautiful, I have to say. It does look nice. You've got the gear indicator, you've got the fuel down here, the temperature up there, your clock, and your rev counter, and then your speedo in the middle. However, when you go into night mode, it changes. Now you have the fuel, not here, over here. The temperature, not here, but down here. The rev counter, not here, but across the top. And the speedo in the middle, and the gear indicator now over to the left. And the clock from here down to there.
So it should change back.
Okay, it's cool, I get that, but what is the point? I get the daytime to night mode, brilliant. But why change the layout? Because now, if you glance down, you think, oh, I've only got one bit of fuel. No, I haven't, I've actually got 2. There you go, look, see? Why? I don't get it.
And that can't be changed. That's
no,
how
it can't. We did have a conversation, and it's not changeable. You will also notice, oh, look, I'm in comfort mode. Which button do I push for sport mode? You don't.
Or eco mode.
Because there isn't one. This dash has been future built to be used on other bikes. Therefore, perhaps something in the future that this dash will be used on will have a comfort mode and a sport mode. This one does not. So it lulls you into a false sense of security. You're in comfort constantly.
Deal with it.
Exactly. I guess that's not a bad thing.
They could have just not illuminated it.
Exactly, just a bit of tape over it or something. However, you can change between miles per hour and kilometers per hour. There is a set button up here on the dash, and when you push and hold it,
that's the handlebar.
Whatever, handlebar, changes to kilometers. And of course, you've got your trip down there as well, look. Trip A and trip B. So you push and hold it, back to miles per hour. That is very simple. I do want to point out at this stage the awesome looking light. When you turn it on, look at that, look. All lit up and everything. It's all like a bug. Brilliant. And then of course you've got your main beam. No, you haven't. You turn your ignition on. There, you got lights and stuff. Main beam and everything. LED indicators. That is very cool.
The rear indicators are interesting too.
Shall we go and have a look?
Yes.
So, what about the rear lights? Well, look at that, look. Nicely, beautifully crafted lights down the sides here. And, look, Benelli written into there. Into there? Which is like under there, but in more. Fantastic. However, you may notice that the indicators are missing. Wherefore are they? Oh, look, it's got reversing lights. Or has it? No, they're the indicators. They are cool. Really like them. Fantastic. Well done, Chinese stroke Italian people, with your designing.
So, how much is it then?
Well, it is £5,499 on the road with a 2-year parts and labour warranty. And I think it's worth every single penny of that. Very impressive bike. Rides beautifully. It feels comfortable, it feels solid, it feels extremely well built. Very impressed with that engine. I'm glad they've had a little bit of a tweakage between this and the old Leon Sino and TRK 502, because it just rides really nicely. I can't fault the ride whatsoever, and I can't fault the feel of it, the comfortability of it, the build of it. Superb. So.
And they spent a fortune getting these crash bar things made.
Yes. Anything else?
Nope, we're good.
Okay, well that brings us to the end of this episode of Motors for the Masses. Thank you very much for watching. Please join us next time when we'll be back with Project Bob. Yes, Bob is back. And also Trump, my Triumph. It's had a respray. So we'll be revealing that as well. And we are back on the Mustang because that needs to get done.
Also, if you feel like sponsoring us in some way, then to buy some of our stuff.
Guff. Our guff.
Merchandise.
Check out our shop. The link is the description bit below, down there.
Or maybe Patreon, that's quite nice.
Yes, if you want to support us through Patreon, that's also accepted and very, very grateful. And there's extra benefits. So have a look at the link down there as well. And that's it, really. Until next time, if you have any comments, please leave them in the comment section below. Do you have one of these? Have you got the Leon Sino? Have you ridden it? Roded. What do you think? Do you like it? Yes or no? Let us know in the comments below. And until next time, please ride and drive carefully.
But have fun.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Not sure what that bye was about.